Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and I'm playing catch up. Yeah, I took a little time off for basically my birthday. If y'all paid attention in the videos, in the posts, and yeah, I kind of just took a little time to decompress and to get myself together. And I missed 2 Nostalgia Critic episodes, so we're gonna be doing that. But first, we need to handle Death Battle. And boy, do we have one for you today. It's Siegfried, I think his name is. Siegfried? Or Clive. Why did I think Siegfried? I don't know why. And versus Dante. Apparently they're both similar because I've never played Final Fantasy 16, unfortunately. I barely even knew that was a thing. And then when it came out, everybody was complaining about it or something. I don't know. I just haven't had time. After 15 took everything out of me. Seriously, 15 took so much out of me. The Adamatoys fight was the worst. Yeah, like spent an entire night fighting the whole thing. I was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I started at like 9 at night fighting this damn thing. So you can imagine I was not very happy after I finished. But yeah, I love Final Fantasy games, so I'm really shocked. I will play it eventually if they give it to us for a discount or something, or maybe I can buy it on the PlayStation Store. But until then, I'm just gonna have to deal with this video. So yeah, and obviously I love Devil May Cry. I've beaten 3 when that shit came out. That's one of my biggest achievements. It was a special edition too, which was harder. And boy, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And I can't do it now. Yeah, I gotta beat them again, honestly. But I only have I gotta get rid of some games, but my Devil May Cry original collection. I've never beaten the first one either, which sucks. But, because I always get stuck on the beginning, and I'm like, ugh, whatever. So yeah, you can imagine I'm like not very patient with those things. But Devil May Cry 3 is the shit. And also Devil May Cry 5, I didn't get to finish it. I didn't even get to do much of it, but what I saw, it was amazing. And honestly, I have to finish playing that. But I have way too many games to play. I'm already playing Jurassic World 2 Evolution right now, thanks to the subscriber. I will be saying that in the next video. But yeah, I've been very, very busy. And Doom the Dark Ages. So got a lot on my plate. So, with that being said, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. And let's do this thing, y'all. Death Battle!
Dante versus Clive.
DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy's Shield of Rosaria.
Wow.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
Death Battle.
It's a dangerous world out there.
I imagine.
Demons and evil businessmen lust for power. And every day brings a new cataclysm humanity must face.
This world may seem like the end, but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demon?
Oh, I forgot to watch
A
that.
dark knight who, thousands of years ago, woke up to justice and sealed away the demon lord, Mundus.
But then Sparta mysteriously died, and his wife got iced by some demons, leaving Dante and his brother Virgil separated.
Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude. Set up a business dedicated to one thing.
Killing demons? And with the blood of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business.
By harnessing his own demonic energy, Dante bolsters his speed, power, and durability, letting him block kaiju-sized punches, move faster than a meteor.
I love Dante.
An unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through. Basically anything.
Even without his regeneration, he's survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash.
But no hunter is complete without an arsenal, and Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion. plus ebony and ivory, 2 magic pistols with endless ammo clips. And they
Which
say
is
the
awesome.
perfect gift doesn't exist.
But Dante's full arsenal is far larger and stranger.
Like King Cerberus, a shapeshifter,
Yeah!
metal nunchucks, Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle, Balrog, fiery fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira,
What?
and Navan, a guitar,
Yeah.
an electric guitar.
I love that
There's
guitar.
also Lucifer,
Blah,
laser swords that Dante got after slaying. Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer.
Yeah, you know someone's
What?
a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient hat that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, it shoots crystallized
Orville
demon
Peck.
blood.
Dante needed this and much more when he got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead.
From another
In a
mother.
twist of fate, Virgil was alive, but went down a very different path.
While Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother. Something he came close to doing in their first meeting.
But the defeat only spurred Dante's awakening.
Yeah.
He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double team foes with Doppelganger.
With a slick pose and the right timing, he can royal guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed energy to armor up as a dreadnought.
And then there's Devil Trigger, a super
Yo,
Dante
pull my
achieves
Devil
through his
Trigger.
supernatural power. By tapping into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power.
Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak.
When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars, a universe Mundus created on a whim.
Isn't that two?
Even later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the Demon World.
So he's
What?
kind of a big deal. Literally,
Wow.
Mundus became a living universe just for Dante to shoot him in the face.
Then there's Argosax, a god so astronomically intense he had the power of every other demon in existence, a divine deity of the sun that Dante
he still killed him.
also shot in the face.
What?
Oh, that guy. I completely forgot about him.
Oh, that's two, right?
So did Dante. Despite how powerful Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante.
So it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount of style, pizza, or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own unconventional way.
What about
And
Virgil?
for dead weight, Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called Demon King Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light-speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
Dante and Virgil can already dodge lasers in their base forms, but when charged with enough demonic energy, they can outright blitz beams
Whoa.
11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. And
what?
That's a long story.
And that's the same
What?
sort of regeneration that Dante has, meaning he can survive being turned into a puddle.
So Dante was ready when Virgil somehow returned. Again.
Aye.
And made
Somehow
an
Virgil
apocalyptic
returned.
demon tree for what else? More power.
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy shit, Dante has been impaled so much,
Yeah.
he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon, Devil Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger.
Whoa!
This is Dante's demon energy at its peak.
Hell
He can
yeah.
fire lasers with Loose, obliterate with the fires of Judgment, and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally a match for Virgil, neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and 2 well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into him.
Wow.
Dante realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family. But if that's what it takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry.
Don't you just love it?
Sit down as we tell the tale of the kingdom of Rosaria and its prince, Clive Rossfield, a man destined to be a dominant, the host to a mighty guardian icon.
Anybody who's a dom can draw on magic life juice called ether, becoming
Tiamat.
a big scary monster.
And commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies, and split the sea. Dominants are forces of nature, and Clive would be the dominant of the Phoenix.
Well, he was supposed to, but Big Bird said no thanks and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua.
Huh?
Parents don't play favorites, but I guess ancient monsters can.
I guess
Despite
so.
the rejection and a deep loathing from his mother Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the bird and his brother bore and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a bunch of magic. He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Sanbreque.
Why?
One night, Clive's knights, people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a Phoenix down.
Those aren't in this game.
Nope.
Well, that's unfortunate. But
Wait a minute. No, I just was saying nope because of cutscenes. There's no Phoenix Downs in this? Oh, I gotta play this game.
Icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Oh no.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along. The fiery beast.
Ifrit!
A
Yeah!
wild one. Just standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. It can make fire barriers, regenerate lost limbs, decimate foes with a flaming
Oh
spirit.
hell yeah!
Walking-
Fuck Phoenix, man. Fuck Phoenix. Ifrit is how you do it. Or Tiamat.
Mountain.
The downside being Clive couldn't control it. He didn't even remember becoming Ifrit or battling the Phoenix in a fight that reduced everything he loved to cinders.
Why'd he battle the
leaving
Phoenix?
Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbreque's army. Clive spent 13 years wallowing through life, searching for Ifrit's host for revenge, only to learn the one he wanted to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very therapeutic battle with his self-hatred, Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real
gotta
problems
watch.
plaguing his world. Crystals and racism.
In the
What?
world of Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers.
Of
Basically,
course.
anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystal
Seriously?
from the planet?
Oh my god, racism is so fucking stupid, isn't it? Just find something arbitrary for something to hate and for people to feel better about themselves. And God, people are fucking pathetic. Don't you agree? People are so freaking pathetic.
All while picking up some nifty abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took Garuda, an avian with sharp slashes and sharper talons. From Sid, he received Ramuth, so he
Hey!
could lightning.
From his bae Jill, he got Shiva
Shiva.
to freeze lava and even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows with earth-shattering fists.
Whoa.
From this Dragon Prince, he got Bahamut and some deadly lasers.
And through Odin, he can slow the flow of time and slice apart the fabric of space.
Oh,
Looks familiar.
With these powers,
I love
Clive
it.
stepped up to lead the bearers, and even reunited with Joshua, who was alive all along.
I
Surprise!
imagine.
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land and became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah.
Well,
that
yeah.
way, but also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his abilities.
But Limit Break is far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen.
This is
Now fully in control
cool.
of the monster that had tormented him, he embraced his role as a shield for his brother and friends.
Just in time to battle in space, block a planet-wiping blast, and overpower this dragon at the speed of light.
That's no exaggeration. Ifrit Risen is literally stated to move at light speed.
Really?
Not surprising when Clive has intercepted lasers over 3 times faster than that.
Wow.
And overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what
Oh,
made
no.
Clive strong enough to do all
Dante
this?
might be screwed.
Besides the majestic man cleavage.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person. God, the bastard!
Boy, oh boy, does that hit home for me. But why does all of this remind me of Final Fantasy IX's ending? Is it because I have a bias? I think it's because I have a bias. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. It'll never ever change. But this reminds me of Necron. You know, just the real villain shows up at the very end, and there was no hint of him ever. But you know, at least now it's just God. So they kind of saved themselves there.
But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was
Kind of looks like
die.
Necron.
Easier said than done.
No shit!
Ultima was stronger than anyone Clive had faced, able to warp all of reality to create a universe. But Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will and the bonds of consciousness with others. Okay, that sounds like anime friendship
It's
crap, but
Yu-Gi-Oh.
trust me, it made Clive a badass who could surpass his limits, getting stronger over the course of just one fight.
So much so that,
I mean-
despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight, Clive took out Ultimalius, a more powerful amalgamation.
Necron! Look at
and his
Necron! It
entire
looks like
species,
Necron!
All while
Wait,
Clive,
what?
a more powerful amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
What?
Ultima literally became Ultima squared, but Clive still kicked his ass.
Wow.
Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed
This
God
is
in a
cool.
giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship after all.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Sonic!
Except we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful.
Ooh.
Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain Joshua Rossfield, which he titled
Final Fantasy. That sounds spectacular!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I think Clive's gonna win. I'm rooting for Dante, but Clive seems overpowered as hell. He took on God times 4 in his base form? Dante had to be a ultra super Sparta advanced super form to do that. He did that in his base form. I kind of think Clive's going to win, but we'll see. Woo! Yeah. Give that a like. Yes. Yes. This is really cool. And the music.
I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble.
Leave now. I have a god to kill. The last thing that will stop me is a demon.
Well, he's kind of a god. Come on, Dante! I kind of like Clive, though, not gonna lie. Yeah, no. Yeah! Michael Jackson his ass.
Fancy
Oh.
bard.
Look at this. Oh. Nope. Nope. Oh, well. Stage left. Nah, he's good. He's good. Whoa.
No hiding
Whoa.
anymore, Smokey.
All right.
Time to see the light.
Okay. Oh. Okay, well. Nope, looks like Dante might win here. Oh. Oh my god!
What the hell is that?
Oh! Holy shit! Whoa. Fuck him up, man! I don't even know what to root for.
Virgil's got some competition. Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do!
So the devil cries for more. Let's give him everything we've got.
Yeah! Let's do this shit! Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Well, here we go. I did not think it was going to come down to this. Oh my god! Yo, you did not need to go this hard! You did not need to go this hard! Okay. Wow. Really?
Please. Just once. I need more.
It's been a bash, Smokey. Clive, I need entry!
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I didn't.
A fight like this, God will be nothing.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna win. I was rooting for Dante, but yeah.
Okay, that was a whole nother level of close, but I think we got the point.
This
Yeah.
was not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had.
Oh my
This
God.
is best explained through three categories, starting with
Okay.
stats.
Both Dante and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim, and Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive could both consistently intercept lasers at faster than light speeds.
Oh, so
And
they did it
Dante could
too.
always amp up with demon juice to briefly outspeed Clive anyway.
But Clive could match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge.
Okay.
Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively
What
overpower
did you
the
see?
And
Wow.
their crazy powers you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
No.
Not so much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport, slow down time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any
Yeah, they're
edge
tied.
could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers, making it still anyone's win.
Which is why it came down to one major factor: endurance. Just how long could these two keep at it?
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver, and Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit Risen isn't limitless either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary. But given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's
does-
way better than Clive's.
doesn't matter.
Legendary Gen lost limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
No, not.
Yes, but also no. This is where context is everything. While no doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has.
Okay.
Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he
Crazy.
got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Overtaxing demon regen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So, for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the final edge.
crazy.
The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Okay.
Next time on Death Battle.
Let's see. Oh! Wait. Yu-Gi-Oh? Versus Pokemon? Huh? Ash versus Yu-Gi-Oh? How?
Subscribe and join.
How are you gonna do
Death
that?
Battle.
How are you gonna do that? Okay, I am all for that. I'm doing that today. But yeah, how are you gonna do that? The last I checked, Yugi doesn't use real monsters unless he pulls them into the Shadow Realm. But then I think he has an advantage because I think the Pokemon can suffer because of that. But yeah, how are you going to do that? I am so excited about that. I'm not saying that, but regardless, this fight was probably one of the best I've seen in a long time. Even better than that Doom fight, Doom versus Halo fight. Like, oh my God, man, that was insane. That was an insane fight, and I'm like, ugh. Oh man, I loved every second of it. I hope they do more like that. I hope he keeps getting better and better and better. It looked like it was just out of the games. So yeah, I'm so sorry I am late to all this. I'm gonna catch up and please watch more of my videos and smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all the latest reactions to my latest videos. And remember, next week, so excited, and I can't wait for next death battle. So join me for that one.